a tribute to what I like to call healthcare Hunger Games. It's a beautiful day to save lives, except, of course, on this day, you're short-staffed at work and midway through a 12-hour shift. If you're not a nurse, this would sound like a scenario in some dystopian universe where a cruel AI has taken over the system and is forcing humans to slave off in some factory. For us, however, it's just a regular day at the hospital, another day at work. Imagine being forced into moments of desperation where you have no choice but to forage through patients' trays for leftover bananas in the pantry, for saltines and graham crackers. You're suddenly reminded by your shaky knees and aching hips that you haven't had a seat in ages, and any attempts at further motion could result in a rapid response and you being wheeled away on a stretcher to the ER. So, you decide to attend to a few more patients before taking a well-deserved rest break. There's no harm in saving a few more people, right? Or is there? At this point, due to sheer exhaustion, your mind is so foggy that you're starting to make simple but costly mistakes, like hanging a protonic strip with dextrose instead of normal saline, or giving subcutaneous heparin as an IV injection. It would surprise you to know that this happens on the daily in every healthcare system across the United States, even in states like California, where the elusive break nurses exist to allow you to feel human for at least 15 minutes every 4 hours. Oh, and you get to enjoy a 30-minute uninterrupted meal break too. Despite this, starvation and burnout are now the norm for most staff nurses. I have a name for this experience. I like to call it healthcare Hunger Games. Yeah. I've never been to the C-suite to watch the thought process behind the decisions made by executives who have no idea what it means to work in the healthcare system. But aren't you curious about how our profit-driven system appears to only promote the interest of big pharma, big insurance companies, and the government? They make the rules and are driven by one singular objective. Profits, baby! It's all about the cash. The state of public health appears to be such that patients, they just keep coming back to the hospital. And despite this, we're led to believe that profit margins remain razor thin.
Profit margins are razor thin.
The media remains hush-hush about questionable foods, while the young and old consume these harmful substances for years. No one wants to warn the public about the dangers of long-term side effects of constantly eating certain foods. Instead, we get heartfelt commercials and well-thought-out ads about the next pharmaceutical, let's get it right, silver bullet that will quickly treat any disease. It's honestly strange the rate at which there is so much focus on creating drugs for every sickness known to man, while initiatives geared towards preventative medicine literally go unnoticed. However, when you think about it, it's not as weird as it seems. Did you know that preventing a cardiovascular problem is not as profitable as inserting a stent in a diseased heart and pumping it full of chemical substances? How about baked potato chips being somehow considered as a heart-healthy diet? It doesn't matter if a thing is detrimental or not. We chalk off its disadvantages to side effects and keep it moving. Sometimes you can't help but wonder, who on earth makes these rules anyway? There are 50 states in the USA. Community hospitals, clinics, and urgent care centers are all shared across these areas. Unfortunately, there is still a lack of nurses to operate these venues, and despite decades of complaints, no one seems to care.
Maya, no one cares.
We're also told how collective bargaining associations and nursing unions are the real champs in this low-budget version of healthcare Hunger Games. I'm not writing or speaking to discourage you, because ultimately, towing this path is your choice, and it can be a rewarding career, provided you're well informed before you begin your journey. However, to the uninformed, the aspiring nurses who despise mentorship and guidance, I regret to inform you that you're unknowingly volunteering as tributes in a brutal system that will constantly eat at you until you become just as sick as the people you're supposed to treat. Simply put, you're being saddled with an impossible task of providing compassionate care in a chronically sick society while receiving inhumane treatment and not getting as much as a water break. Being a nurse is essentially having a target on your back. We're basically the living, breathing version of Katniss Everdeen. Nurses. It's all a game of chess, where profit is king, and the nurses, unfortunately, continue to be worthless pawns. So, how do you emerge from this healthcare hunger game unscathed? You must become as ruthless as your oppressors by making plans to literally break free and build your own business. Think of nursing as a gateway of some sort, a stepping stone to a stronger life that rewards your true value. Contrary to what you have been led to believe, your salvation doesn't rest with the nursing unions and their endless confrontations with those who run the system. True power lies with the people who understand the rules and are ready to play that game. You, as a stronger nurse, you are the hero in this dystopian universe. You determine your fate. It's up to you to change the rules and stand up to be counted.
Occasion to stand up, be counted.
It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. No one else is going to do it for you. And if you're wondering how to begin plotting your escape, you're in the right place. I've spent years learning what it takes to build a thriving business while creating my own ever-growing brand. And I am more than happy to share some of my lessons and valuable insights with you. All you need to do is hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications to stay updated. I'm dropping a couple of videos about starting or buying a business, building a brand, and securing government contracts. Times have changed. It's a new era where nurses can also be bosses. I salute you, Stronger Nurses. Thank you for tuning in to Stronger Nurse Universe. I will see you in my next video. Bye.